I'll never forget that night. It was a typical snowy evening in White Pine, Wyoming. The wind howled outside, and the thick snow covered everything in white. My parents were out, leaving me alone in the house. I didn't mind. I liked the peace. But then, the power went out. It wasn't unusual. I grabbed a flashlight and went to check the windows. That's when I saw them. Footprints in the fresh snow, leading right up to my front door. My heart sank. I hadn't heard anyone arrive, and the roads were impassable. The prints were dragging, uneven, like someone was struggling to walk. I locked the door, but then heard a faint tapping at the window. My heart raced. I grabbed the flashlight, my breath fogging the glass as I slowly approached. And then I saw him. A man stood outside, inches from the window, his face hidden by a thick scarf. His eyes were dark, sunken, and they were staring right at me. I stepped back, panic rising. What was he doing here? In this storm? I turned to lock the window, but froze as I heard it. A crash from the back door. Footsteps, slow and deliberate, creaking with each step, coming from inside the house. I ran. I grabbed my phone. No signal. The storm had cut me off from the world. I grabbed a lamp and held it like a weapon. The footsteps got closer, coming toward the living room. Then, the door creaked open. The first man stepped in, hunched over, moving in strange, jerky motions. Behind him, another man, tall, hooded, his face hidden. They knew exactly where I was. There was no escaping. Suddenly, the first man stopped. His foot got caught, like something invisible was holding him in place. He struggled, but he couldn't move. The second man didn't help. He just watched, smiling unnaturally. The room grew colder. Shadows seemed to stretch toward them, twisting and warping. My body went numb. The first man collapsed, twitching uncontrollably. The second man stepped forward, his grin widening, revealing sharp, inhuman teeth. I didn't wait to find out what happened next. I bolted for the back door, out into the freezing night. The snow bit at my skin, but I didn't care. I just ran. I don't remember how I made it to the neighbor's house, but I never went back inside. The authorities found nothing. No broken windows, no signs of forced entry, no footprints. Just an empty house. But I know what I saw, and sometimes, when I'm alone, I feel their eyes on me, watching, waiting. I don't know what they were, but I do know this. I'll never be alone in that house again.